Hello and fuck cape shit. Welcome to another episode of Shittywebcomics Weekly, brought to you by our Subscribe Star backers. Check the links below. You can support us, give us money. You can also check out a bunch of extra videos. This is, I think, part 3 of our series about STBR, which is, it stands for
Trek
something.
Battle. It's not Star Trek Battle Royale.
I still thought it was this whole time. No, it's Star Trek, but racist, where they're sort
And
of playing
also, I
characters.
think I had to make sure to point out that I don't think I could be included in this community because I'm not a Star Trek character.
I'm not a character. I'm not even Barkley, which is we left off with that last time with a Barkley post, just of the we were about to get into the Doctor Thunder memes, which the last one was Doctor Thunder showering the world in its beautiful gifts, showering the whole Federation, if you will. But you know what? I'll just mention we did another take of this, and for some reason it was like just 20 minutes ago we did another take of this, and it set my fucking microphone to this stupid Vive Cosmos microphone, and I knew something was wrong because I looked at the meters and it wasn't going up very high, and it's like, is it recording me? And I listened to it and it was just buzzing noises from me after 20 fucking minutes. It's like, ugh. So we blew a
Some
whole
real
video.
gold. It was some absolute magic.
It was
and it's just lost. It's lost to the ether forever.
lost to the mists of time. But it was also, it just started off with like 5 straight minutes of derailing and talking about like fucking, we talked about like
Great.
Twitter gimmick account. Yeah, it was just pure gold of like us talking about Twitter gimmick accounts and fucking
It's
like
magic. It was magic, and it's just that's how awesome we are. Is we can just like afford to lose that stuff. You people can't. We can.
yeah, we discussed Dr. Thunder and how we Dr. Pepper was like the drink for conservatives, or like I saw a
Drink
poll
for
15 years ago about it.
based trad chats.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Well, Dr. Thunder is the Walmart store brand version of Dr. Pepper, and I don't know why. About the beginning, you said it was the Dr. Thunder era of STBR, but that was really from right off the bat was just Dr.
That's what I
Thunder
remember
memes and
first.
shit.
I remember that before. I remember STBR.
Yeah.
I think it might predate STBR.
Yeah, and I don't know why Dr. Thunder has anything to do with this, and I don't want to know why.
I don't need to know. I'm going to just take their word for it and assume that Dr. Thunder is indeed the holy it's manna from heaven.
Yes, the holy grail of fucking soft drinks, especially the store brand stuff. And then we also went into Alt-Right Barkley got suspended today, but I think his account's back, or it's at least letting me read his tweets, something like that. Which of course ties in with the fact that we want to make sure to do these videos as soon as we can, because you never know if one of these people is just going to be fucking gone, which is speaks to the fact that they're funny. That's the reality is you're not really funny or interesting unless you're at risk of being banned on Twitter, or at least up until fucking based
Actually, I think it
Elon
goes
Musk
beyond
bought it.
that. I think you don't have anything to say of merit
Yeah,
unless you're at risk of being banned on Twitter.
that's you're right. Anyways, speaking of you're right.
You're right that I'm right.
Anyways, I guess we just summed. To be honest, I think we summed up all the stuff that we missed in an okay fashion. Just get back to
Yes, I don't know. We're still. I know there's still a few really genius observations. And that's the thing is, they're just offhanded.
so good. Yeah,
They're gone.
your stuff got picked up.
It's not our fault.
Yeah.
It's
Did you see what God just did to us?
yeah. God did that.
Not an undercover narcotics agent.
Personally, I'm telling God to fuck off.
Fuck off.
I would appreciate it if God would fuck off.
I was just continuing to continue is the next tweet, which was from today actually, or yesterday, was Alt-Right Barkley just like quote retweeting "Would you rather be?" and then a poll, and I have no idea what the poll is. I don't really care because he replied, a quote retweet replied with just the scene from Stormfront, the Star Trek episode, Star Trek Enterprise, with just a guy in a Nazi uniform, the SS uniform specifically, just really laughing it up and enjoying
Yeah,
himself.
we were talking specifically about how wonderful those uniforms are.
Well, so,
And,
not to us, of course, but to Holly queered Jews. They love
yeah,
Nazi
how
uniforms.
their unbelievable strong desire and love for Nazis. If Nazis didn't exist, it would be necessary for the left to invent them.
Yeah, I mean, plus also Hugo Boss, very stylish, very cool, understated but bold. Um, they got little skulls on their caps, which is pretty cool. Fun, you could even say, sort of like pirates. But I just love this screen cap though because it's just fucking, and they certainly have lots and lots of Nazi uniforms, SS uniforms, stormtrooper uniforms. Every Hollywood wardrobe is incomplete without at least two of each. Or two of every kind of Nazi uniform, because they're just so stylish, and you never know if you're going to have an episode where someone time travels back to Nazi era, including Archer here, who just doesn't look very pleased. He looks a little worn out, but it looks like it's a beautiful day. It's you can see in the background a billion white flowers blooming. It seems very nice. It's
Did we
sunny.
mention the fucking idea of racist? That they're the most open community, the most accepting and tolerant community
Oh yeah,
is the racist community. Was that in the previous video?
I think we may have mentioned that in the last video where, yes, Star Trek but racist is the most open and tolerant community. All they care about, they don't care about your race or ethnicity or gender or whatever. They just care that you're racist.
All you have to do is be racist.
Just gotta be racist. Anyways. So yeah, this was something I wanted to open on because this screen cap just still makes me laugh. It's just this happy. He's the happiest Nazi I've ever seen. He's just so full of joy. I mean, there's been some happy Nazis at other times, I suppose.
It must have been. I mean, let's face it. I mean, just think about how horrible life would have been under the Weimar Republic
Yeah.
when Germans weren't in charge of their own country.
The Polish ghettos always seem very dour, but Germany is just a lovely place. It's a wonderful countrysides, the Rhine.
And
River,
it deserves
river.
to not be fucking made miserable by a bunch of other people who were in charge of the Weimar
Bunch of
Republic, who
tattletales.
I am told were not only not Germans, but they weren't Christians either.
I mean, they don't have to be Christians, but I mean, come on. Why are other people allowed to have a say over another country's government? It just doesn't seem
not
right.
there's a difference. I mean, having a lobby in a foreign country in their
Yeah.
government to lobby for your own country, that's bad enough. But just imagine just having dominion over another country, especially one that just happened to lose a war, and then you just fuck with that country and just ruin them
Yeah,
because you're
like losing the war wasn't punishment enough. I mean, come on.
and
Hey.
you're doing it all because you believe that you are God's chosen. You believe that you are the original master race.
I mean, to be honest, that speaks a little to sort of traditionalism. That's my opinion, but in a way, traditionalism, not all it's cracked up to be when you consider all of the traditions. There are some that are quite gay, which actually leads into our next thing we're going to cover to really derail, just completely fucking derail the actual topic we're supposed to be here about, which is man, that's right. We went off on a huge tangent of why I can't really follow. Like I fucking, oh god, it was just all this stuff that wasn't quite gold, but it was informative.
It wasn't quite gold. It was silver, though. Sterling silver.
Occasionally believe in your soul. So, but yeah, I explained that I can't follow a lot of people because I actually catch up on Twitter every day. I wake up, I get caught up on Twitter.
Yeah.
I know that's gay, but
I mean, I got it's a fuck ton of bullshit.
It's work.
And I do have to skim a lot of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the more people I follow, the more I have to catch up. So I try not to follow as many people as possible, which is a shame. So I didn't follow Man Thorne, even though he followed me, and he's funny and cool. I didn't follow him because you followed him and you retweeted funny stuff from him.
Yeah, and you're going to see that stuff.
Yeah, but then I decided, you know what? He is funny. These Star
He's
Trek
pretty
people.
cool. He's friendly towards us, and
Yeah,
that's all it takes, because that's how rare it is to
yeah.
find somebody who isn't like a giant spurgy shitbag. Eh.
Hold on, I'm not crossing my arms. There we go. Anyways,
No, the video's ruined again because you
yes.
weren't crossing your
I
arms
was.
the whole time.
Delete this. Start all over again. No, but I wish I could follow all the STBR people. I legitimately would. I would fucking.
There's a shitload, and of course, again, they're on and off all the time.
Yeah, and on top of that was there's a ton of other like side accounts of STBR who I haven't even really seen before, and we probably won't cover because after we're gonna do like 4 videos of this that'll fucking last for an entire month, and we're just only scratching the surface of all the accounts and goofing around and goofy shit. But from today, Manlet Thorin saying people with no hobbies after 5 minutes without an update on the Johnny Depp trial. And it's just, of course, this guy has the most screen caps from the Hobbit movies I've ever fucking seen.
It's
But
like he's got the entire movie on. He's got the
yes,
movie on command
yes,
to just play at a moment's notice. Probably got just the
from
entire
memory.
movie on a video file.
Yes, it's just on. Why even have it on Blu-ray or DVD when you could just keep it on your hard drive for any time you want to fucking click
A
and
VLC
have the title
automatic.
subtitles on? Yeah.
He's memorized the whole movie, so he's like, "This will be a perfect reaction image."
I haven't even seen the Hobbit movies. He may have to unfollow me for that, but I haven't seen the Hobbit movies. But
Well, maybe if we promise that we're going to
yeah, okay. You know what? I promise we'll see the Hobbit
all three of
movies.
them.
Yeah, all 3, multiple times. Anyways, like the next tweet in the thread from him is, "Oh my God, did you see Amber Heard's expression? Johnny's lawyer is so based." And so I replied with the fucking that Umbrella Guy comic that I did, but with edited in the text, and it still has, of course, very importantly, Ben Garrison's signature in the corner. That's always good. Um,
You know it's authentic.
but then sort of related is in reply to somebody who has me blocked is whoa, this Thomas Royluke guy sounds based from Mallet Thorne. Now I do have a screen cap. In fact, the guy's tweet shows up in my notifications when I saw this, so I was able to screen cap that, which is quite nice. And it's this guy who's a Comicsgate supporter, Swashbucklist, says, "Who the hell can stand listening to Thomas Royluke?" This is very telling. Who the hell can stand listening to Thomas Royluke? I listened to a full live stream once, so I guess you can. The answer to that is you.
That was another thing I was gonna also add is like, because again, and they mention EVS, and it's like, oh, one of the other people who can
Friendly
stand
human.
listening to us, because
Yes.
he listens to all of our videos.
He makes references. Ethan Van Sciver makes obscure references to our videos in private, and people he's talked to have let that slip, and we have video
Ian
evidence
Gray
of that.
said that we would have been friends.
You know, to quote
Another
a
life.
certain Vulcan, in another lifetime we could have been friends.
We wouldn't be friends with him.
No.
He would be friends of us, or rather, he would be like
a
another ass licker hanger on.
yeah. He would be one of those
And he is.
creepy weirdo hanger-ons, if you will. Very
He
weird.
is, basically. But he has to pretend like he really hates us. But the truth is, he's in love with us.
Yeah, the same
The
for
way
that
he
Umbrella
acts
guy, by the way.
is clear. Yes.
Like not that I want to quote Milo Yiannopoulos, but the one time he said, "You say you hate me, but you look at everything I do, bitch. You're a fan," which is very true of guys like Rethan Van Kruiber
Very apt.
and Umbrella Cock. But
Umbrella Fag. He's so fucking annoying and gay. He's jerking off Barry Allen at light speed.
no,
I
that's
got news for you. That means you're gay.
got news for you. That means you're gay. And then just fucking his skin de-renders. Anyways, But the guy says, I listened to a full live stream once, and he's more hateful than most SJWs.
Oh,
No,
cool.
nothing wholesome or positive to say, unlike Ethan. Because Ethan goes around calling himself the human sunbeam. That's how you know Ethan Van Sciver's a good person. He calls himself the human sunbeam.
That's how you know he's wholesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wholesome and decent, where he constantly refers to himself in the third person, first off.
Yeah. That's always a good sign, too, of a person who's really got their lives together. Their lives.
Life.
But yeah, it's just nothing or wholesome positive to say, unlike Ethan, who's had screaming fits and meltdowns and started whining and crying.
I don't think he's ever said anything wholesome or positive about anything.
Well, nothing real, anyways. Nothing sincere. But the guy says, and use the FAG slur every 10
Spell it out
minutes.
like they're a child in
Yes.
school or
Have
an
to
old grandma.
Spell it out.
Grandmother.
I'm glad this guy can at least spell it. That's you know how difficult that is for some of these Comicsgate people. And it says FHE slur every 10 minutes, unlike the alleged homophobes in Comicsgate, which is, I guess, some kind of attempt to claim we said that they're homophobes. It's another straw man argument, of course.
No. I won't even give credence to the concept.
Can't even give them that much credit. Anyways, yeah. So it's funny because we were saying for a long time is that if anyone looked at Comicsgate, if anyone actually cool or interesting or funny or smart looked at Comicsgate's behavior, the only reaction they could have is to laugh mockingly at it.
The most I've ever heard anyone outside of the Comicsgate circle mentioning them was Mersh, whereas somebody in the chat was like, Cyberfrog is actually a really big success. And Mersh is like, okay, yeah, it is, but, and then he goes on to trash it. But, I mean...
Not trash it specifically, though, but, just like, what has it done?
You also have to be able to acknowledge it wasn't a success to begin with.
Mersh isn't really a great fucking source.
No, he doesn't know. Either. That's a simple fact is, the person who probably knows the most outside of Comicsgate still doesn't know anything. Because nobody cares. Comicsgate is just so irrelevant. It's so meaningless.
There's a treasure trove, like the most untapped lolcows in the history of the internet are in Comicsgate.
They are
and people are starting to see it.
Teenage Crime Wave.
Yes,
they're the cows from Teenage Crime Wave.
Yeah, they're about to explode. They're so unmilked.
They're so unmilked. They're about to explode like bombs.
They're in agony.
They learned English just to talk in English to scream "milk us."
They're fucking
so unmilked.
They're my favorite. The cows from Teenage Crime Wave, the MST3K episode, are my favorite off-screen characters in movie history. They're wonderful.
My favorite Comicsgate off-screen characters.
Yes. Anyways, but that's enough derailing of that. We can actually finally get back to what we're supposed to be talking about.
Get back to our normal derailments.
Yes, which is fucking the Dr. Thunder memes. Friendly Weyoon, stepped up to the plate and really helped out by just pasting shitloads of Dr. Thunder memes to me. And so here they are, just a bunch of photoshops. Here's Dr. Thunder diet for some reason, but in Twin Peaks, and then fucking hard Dr. Thunder in Mad Men, because he's an alcoholic, but among other things.
Dr. Thunder Black.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Nuka-Cola Dark.
Yeah. Speaking of which, here's fucking Armus, which, again, very shameful that I didn't recognize Armus. I think we explained that in the previous video, though. We just never watched Seasons 1 and 2 of TNG were legitimately depressing to me.
They were bad, but I remember Armus. I was like, oh, that's the guy who killed...
I forgot his name. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember he killed Tasha Yar, but I forgot that was his name. I didn't even know he had a name. I just thought his name was Skin of Evil or something. I've never seen the episode, and I'm still not going to. Yeah, the Tar Monster. In fact, giving him a name seems to undercut the menace, to be honest.
Yes. But whatever.
Some more, though. Oh, wait, this is the same one. Did I open that twice?
If Tasha Yar didn't die in that episode, it would be such a forgettable piece of shit episode. And nothing else happens.
It was still pretty much a forgettable piece of shit episode. It's just that Tasha Yar dies in it. Um, the
And even
the
that,
the
even that.
next tweet is fucking actually nothing to do with any of this. It's just from Friendly Wayun quote tweeting somebody saying first Tucker Carlson, now Vanity Fair, promoting the dissident rights flagship podcast, The Fed Post, which is flagship podcast, and The Fed Post almost sounds Star Trek related. But Friendly Wayun says the Fed Post is emblematic of the dissident right at the large because it's a black guy pretending to be white while the whole podcast discusses topics far above their pay grade, all while actually possessing no real ideology beyond something Hillary Clinton. More importantly, though, is I don't think he linked this to me. I just saw this, and Friendly Wayun, and it shows Beverly Crusher sitting in the captain's chair, and she's saying Beverly Crusher, or the tweet says Beverly Crusher taking up the helm and forcing experimental medication on the whole crew after the FDA just approved the vaccine. She's clearly gone too far this time. There's another one, a tone. If the Ferengi aren't even a Federation member, why do we send them 200 million space bucks every year for their Iron Ear missile project?
Iron Ear.
Which is just, again, it's such a crossover of memes, and all with a Star Trek flavor. It's just delightful. Here's in reply to some goofy shit. This map has been hidden from you all your life. This is how they carved up Africa, and it's just British, French West Africa, French, Italian, Belgium, German, Portuguese, British, Italian, Spanish, poppy seed, hot ranch, all that shit. Mm-hmm. And then it's just this map has been hidden all your life. This is how the Dominion plan to carve up the Alpha Quadrant. It's just Northwest Dominion, East-West Dominion. Sounds cool.
That's weird. What happened to Wakanda, though? What happened to Yakub? I thought
it never happened.
Why didn't Yakub have his own country?
Yakub's Wakanda. Fucking, where is that? I don't know. I think it was on the map. It was in the fucking gray free state when it's all yeah, right here it says free. This is Wakanda right here. This gray one. It's a country, I guess. Anyways, here's fuck, I've forgotten her Scratchett's name in the show again, but she's saying, well, Wayne, I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how to have them Pokemon go to the polls. Cunt. Anyways.
Hillary reference.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I know that I know her name is fucking just thinking of Damar. All I can think of is Damar. Which is normal. That's a normal day for me.
Trying to find these fucking posts, but I'm not sure who posted that one.
All of these, pretty much all of these in a row, are from Friendly Wayun, and it's like the second half of the first message that I sent you. The next one though is really good. It's two giant guys from SpongeBob. One says, under them it says it never happened. The other one says they deserved it, and SpongeBob just has the Bajoran insignia over him, and it's like both are true. Instead of fuck it, they're going back and forth. It's like clearly both can be true.
Both have a point.
Here's another one. Fuck it, this was like one of the first ones when I asked for some good Dr. Thunder stuff. This one has the Dr. Thunder can for the George Alexel Doppelpopoulos, who has us blocked on Twitter also, of the Dr. Thunder can flying into the Twin Towers that say democracy and society. Then the next one is Picard. Wasn't this when Picard was like replaced with a fucking mysterious clone?
I'm pretty sure to the finest crew and
Starfleet. And he's holding up a Dr. Thunder.
Which will always remind me of the song from YTMND.
Yes, the wonderful classic song by Dark Materia, I think was the person who did that song. And here's Kirk just chugging a Dr. Thunder on the bridge. It's like
2-liter, which looks really small in his hands.
A tiny, he's just so big.
He's giant.
And then here's fucking like some kind of shaky picture of Bill Cosby. And it says, "You've been Fucking
Dr. Thunder
with the
struck.
Dr. Thunder struck. Yeah. Why? Why does he always look like he's gonna take a dump? Or why? Or fucking. Why does Pete Townsend from AC/DC always look like he's gonna take a dump? Not Pete Townsend, but whatever. This is a picture from another tweet. That's I'll get to that eventually, but then here's Chris Chan with Dr. Thunder in his grasp. Here's another "You've been thunderstruck" one where it's just like Dr. Thunders have replaced the Enterprise. Maybe it's an alternate universe.
It's an Enterprise made of Dr. Thunder bottles.
Yes. And then, of course, the one man, one jar video. But it's a signed can of Dr. Thunder. Who signed it? I have no fucking clue.
I can't see.
But it is signed. And the funny thing is, I've never seen one man, one jar. I don't want to, but you can recognize the legs.
I have no idea what it is. I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is.
I know what it is. Some guy puts an empty jar in his ass and it breaks. And fucking shards of glass in his ass and bleeding and all that shit.
Oh boy, great. I will never watch that.
Yeah, but I recognize the legs at least. Here though, here's the next thing is Simp Neelix fucking quote tweeting the Babylon Bee saying a study finds most Americans trust Dr. Pepper over Dr. Fauci, so Simp Neelix fixes it and says that study finds most Americans trust Dr. Thunder over Dr. Fauci. Finally, it's fixed. Here's the same one. I opened a bunch of these the same time again. I don't even know if they're right, but here, this one is by Alex P. Cretin. It's actually A.P. Cretin. His, I think this is just supposed to be his WorkSafe art account or some shit like that. But it's fucking Computer Thunder six-pack chud, and it's fucking Picard getting a fucking six-pack of Dr. Thunder in the replicator.
The replicator's replicating Dr. Thunder in cans.
What amazing technology. I remember fucking watching Star Trek TNG back then, and just wishing that I could fucking get a rally burger from the replicator. I wish I had a replicator that would just give me rally burgers, especially the rally burgers that had the nacho cheese sauce with like grilled onions on it, which they used to make.
Fries. But I mean, also just there's been so many times my entire life where it's just like, oh, I have some weird pain somewhere. Let me get a tricorder. Oh, right, they don't exist.
They don't exist. Fucking, there's a quote tweet in reply to this image is fake. Where's the captain's Dr. Thunder? And it's fucking a Garrick with a Burger King crown and holding a Dr. Thunder up in front of Bashir.
The Burger King crown, which is also a racist, neo-Nazi, KKK, white supremacist dog whistle now. Yes.
A really good one.
That one guy on the plane.
Thanks to that wonderful hero. Not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear Dr. Burger crowns. Dr. Burger King.
Dr. Burger King.
It's Dr. Burger. Fucking Picard though. For some reason, just this was what the quote tweet was in reply to was Picard looking on a pad and it's fucking Gura. And I guess that's how you could tell it's fake because there's no Dr. Thunder. And then just somebody replied to some of the Dr. Thunder memes with this fucking cart. Somebody with a cart full of Dr. Thunder, 12 packs and 2 liters. The cart is just jam-packed full.
They bought all of the Dr. Thunder.
All the Dr. Thunder that they could. This is the correct amount. They're stuck in the Enterprise, you see. That's how they got it.
It's going to serve the entire crew of the Enterprise with Dr. Thunder for a whole day.
Wonderful. I've like every time I stop, I'm like, I can remember fucking Nurse Ratchet's name in DS9, and then it's like it's gonna come to me as soon as I stop talking, and then it just never does. Nurse Ratchet. No, but it's fucking the name, like Gul Dukat. Gul was a rank the same way that hers was, and if I just remembered the fucking like Pope name that she had, I would be able to remember the name instantly. I genuinely have no fucking clue.
Now I'm trying to think of the emissary because it's like, there's the other.
Yeah, she didn't have she wasn't made Pope until later. Pope. Yeah, that's right. I can't. Yeah, for some reason I can't remember
No, I
anything.
can't even. Yeah, I can't even think of that.
I've been focusing. That's the thing. Lately, I've been
Dangerous
focusing
Hero.
on so much other shit. I haven't been even thinking of Star Trek.
Our minds are fucking going at 115%.
Yeah, on all sorts of different unrelated shit. And
How much more? We're so beyond. We're beyond the
yeah,
beyond.
we're not derailing this. This is derailing us. The fucking all the Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, all this stuff is keeping me away from my very important business of fucking
It
finding
bothers me.
order.
It
Fucking
legitimately bothers me though. It's like why isn't the name coming up? Any other day I would be able to fucking remember any of this shit. And it just out of nowhere it doesn't. And it's not going to unless I really just stop and sit here for several minutes, but whatever. You know what I'll do? The beginning of the next episode, I'll fucking say it like I knew it all along. But until then, unlike, share, recomment, don't subscribe,
I'm actually like
resubscribe.
stars. Sarah Lofton. Sarah
Cyric Lofton. No, that was Jake.
LeVar Burton. Oh, directed by.
Oh,
Okay. Writing
oh good
credits.
job.
Joe Manaski. Okay, series cast.
Uh,
Renee Auberjonois.
Auburn.
Urban and
I remember that Odo actually means unknown sample in Cardassian.
I remember that.
So let me tell you all the things I do remember to distract you from the fact that I don't
Kai
remember
Wynn.
something.
That's who it was.
Oh yeah,
Louise
fucking.
Fletcher.
She
Kai
was and she was Vedic Win before that was.
Yeah.
See, as soon as you say it, and then I know it. Anyways, okay, good. We didn't have to. Now this episode is completely redeemed. So
And it's also over. It
now,
is
yes.
over.
So now you should subscribe.
Fuck off.
Unironically,
Fuck off. We're drunk. Fuck off.
fuck off. We're drunk. We're full. Hit the bell for notifications. Smash the bell button. Hit that like
Fuck
button.
off. Deep Space Nine's full.
Yes. And should have listened to Shitty Webcomics.